Oh my days, Huawei, what are you doing? Huawei's just announced 3 Windows devices. You've got the Huawei MacBook X, the Huawei MacBook E, and the Huawei MacBook D. Now you might be thinking to yourself, these are all going to be convergence devices. This is Huawei. Huawei isn't a laptop maker. But you'd be wrong. Only one of these, the Huawei MacBook E, is a convergence device. It's the successor to the Huawei MacBook of old. When I was trying to decide what to make for the Huawei MacBook successor, because that's what was leaked out, and Huawei's been subtly pushing that message out over the last few days, I thought a convergence recipe, maybe. Whole wheat banana pancakes. You've got whole wheat and bananas in there, so relatively healthy, but at the same time, this is still a breakfast treat. I've made this a good few times. It's a top tip to impress someone. Someone's staying the night, make them whole wheat banana pancakes and they'll feel good about themselves for the rest of the day while still having had a maple syrup and banana soaked treat. So jump to the end of this video for the recipe. All of the times are in the description below. You can see the time codes and keep watching to find out more about the Huawei MacBook E, X and D. Let's start with the Huawei MacBook X. This is a 1.05 kilo, 12.5 millimeter thin MacBook. I mean MacBook. It's thinner than the thinnest MacBook Air, which is 13.1 millimeters. And it's just a laptop. No convergence device elements and no touchscreen on this either. It's got a really nice square screen, no widescreen in sight, 4.4 millimeter bezel, 88% screen to bezel ratio. It's also unibody metal, colored throughout, has a fingerprint reader that doubles up as a power key and supports one touch login. With a 2K screen which goes really nice and bright, it looks very, very good. And it has a USB-C on both sides, no full-size USB ports. So it's pretty clear that Huawei is taking aim and firing at Apple with this one. In the box, you're also going to get a Mate dock, which has VGA HDMI connectivity as well as some additional USB-C ports. As for what's inside, it's a 7th gen Intel processor paired with up to 8 GB of DDR3 RAM. It also packs Dolby Atmos sound system, which is Dolby's new hardware-software combination. It is output through stereo speakers, so the hardware isn't going to be anything mind-blowingly new, but the immersion you get from this dinky laptop is so impressive. With 10 hours of battery life, it should see you through a full day. That's quoted at 50% brightness, and it's available in 3 colors: rose gold, prestige gold, and space gray. Moving on to the MacBook E, and this is the 2nd generation of Huawei's MacBook. You've got the same look and feel. It looks almost identical, including the same like faux leather folio and everything, but it has some key updated elements. First off, the keyboard dock. It comes with it for starters, which is great, and it has an updated hinge, a piano hinge, so you can get a variable range of angle of view, making it a way better experience, whether you're on a Surface or on your lap. The chiclet keys are backlit as well. It's just really comfortable and nice to use. It is a bit awkward opening it from the wrong side. It does unhinge the tablet and potentially lead to catastrophe. Have to wait till we get it in for review to see if muscle memory can compensate for that. The screen is a 2K panel. It's nice and bright. 6.9 millimeters thin for the aluminium tablet, so it's portable too. And inside you've also got a lot of smarts, 7th generation Core i processor or M3 to choose from. Like I said, 6.9 millimeters thin, but you've still got a full range of buttons. Fingerprint scanner on the right hand side, volume buttons as well, and power button up top, and there is also stereo speakers too. Available in 3 colors, brown, pink and blue. You can also pick it up with up to 512 GB of storage. It's also available in 128GB and 256GB variants. There is no SD expansion though on this. Finally, you've got the biggest of the bunch, and this one Huawei says they're aiming at the business sector. So your Aces, your Asuses, your HPs. Huawei really wants you to know they are here. The MacBook D is a 15.6-inch laptop with super narrow bezels, 83% screen to bezel ratio. The SSD inside is up to 256 gigs. It's a combination hard drive, so hard disk drive up to 1 terabyte as well. It's got the same Dolby Atmos sound system amazingness that was found on the MacBook X, although I listened to it side by side and weirdly the MacBook X sounded a little better in spite of the fact it was smaller. That might have just been the demo I was listening to. It's available in blue, gold and grey, also with 7th gen Core i processor, but you can get up to 16 GB of RAM on this. It is DDR4 RAM. And with that, Huawei has dropped the mic. 3 Windows 10 devices, a full portfolio in one fell swoop. No Nova, sadly, so fingers crossed we get that down the line. But what you are going to get now is a complete recipe to make your very own super simple, super tasty banana pancakes made with whole wheat flour, so they're even a little bit healthy. Kicking off with the ingredients, you want 2.5 cups of whole wheat flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 2¼ cups of almond milk, 2 bananas, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and some coconut oil, or whatever oil you want. That's just to stop it sticking in the pan. Next step, mix up the baking soda, flour, the salt, and the sugar in a bowl until it's evenly dispersed, then add the milk and vanilla extract. Once that's combined, you can add the mushed up bananas until everything is uniform. It will be a fugly uniform mess, but that is okay. Next, heat some oil in a pan until it is nice and hot and dollop some mixture on. Once you dollop the mixture on, it will start to kind of spread, then it'll also start to rise and bubble. Once bubbles break at the surface, that's when you want to flip the pancakes around, cook them until they're browned evenly on both sides, and then put them on a plate. Cover them with fresh fruit, bananas, whatever you want, and a healthy dose of maple syrup if you want some extra sweetness. These pancakes aren't super sweet by themselves, so you've got a healthy option and you've got the basil option. And that, my friends, is how you can impress the pants off someone for breakfast, by making your own whole wheat banana pancakes. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and my Huawei MacBook E, D, and X coverage. If you did, click that thumbs up button and stay tuned, because I'm going to leave you, like I did last time, with a little closing message around the ethics of using your smartphone. Thanks for watching BTech. Bye. All this tech is awesome. I love it. That's why I started this channel. But we've got an ethical responsibility to understand the bigger picture when it comes to our buying decisions. For a brief overview of the ethics of smartphone buying, check out the video I did with Gina a few months ago. It'll give you some tips as to how to get the most out of your smartphone from a planet point of view. Link in the description below. And for a more in-depth eye-opener, check out the powerful documentary When Elephants Fight and visit standwithcongo.org. Like I said earlier, all of the links are in the descriptions below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.